Dolor is not just the villain of Undisputed 3. He is the most dangerous and realistic representation of modern martial arts cinema. Every punch, every kick, and every technique he uses is rooted in real combat, not choreography made for the camera. Today, we're going to break down the real techniques that make Dolor the most terrifying opponent Boyka ever faced. Taekwondo. Taekwondo is the foundation of Dolor's arsenal. Marko Zaror has trained in it since the age of 6, making it his dominant discipline and the reason his kicks became legendary. This Korean martial art prioritizes high, fast, and explosive kicks, and in Dolor's hands, it reaches another level. He doesn't throw simple strikes, he launches real, moving guillotines. His roundhouse kicks travel at such speed they become a blur, and when they land, they send opponents flying across the ring. What's most unsettling is the combination of height, speed, and power. Usually, big fighters are slow and fast fighters are small. Dolor breaks that logic. He's tall and his speed is terrifying. High kicks come from angles most fighters can't even reach. In Undisputed 3, his offense is so overwhelming that even Boyka is forced to back away. Kickboxing. Kickboxing is Marko Zaror's favorite art, and it shows in every strike Dolor throws. This Western fusion of boxing with Muay Thai and karate kicks turns Dolor into a demolition machine. Kickboxing combines boxing punches with powerful roundhouse kicks, devastating low kicks, and brutal knees. Kickboxers train knockout power in every limb, without the restrictions of traditional martial arts. When Dolor imposes his kickboxing, you realize you're fighting an articulated truck. He throws punching combinations so fast they look like machine guns. His low kicks punish legs like dry logs, compromising an opponent's mobility in seconds. And when he closes the distance, body knees leave his rivals gasping for air, bent over, and ready for the finishing blow. The most brutal part is how Dolor blends this Western discipline with his Korean Taekwondo, creating an unpredictable hybrid style. He can throw a Western boxing jab, follow it with a Thai low kick, and finish with a Korean spinning head kick. There's no pattern, no telegraphing, only destruction from every angle. His opponents can't prepare because every combo is different. Kickboxing made Dolor unstoppable at mid-range. Shotokan Karate. The influence of Shotokan is evident in the structure and discipline of his fighting. His straight punches are driven by clean, explosive hip rotation, generating power beyond that of pure boxing. His front kicks function like pistons, pushing opponents out of range, giving him exceptional balance. Although it's not his primary art, Shotokan refines everything else. It taught him how to generate maximum power with economy of movement, how to maintain posture under pressure, and how to execute techniques with precision even when fatigued. Karate is the foundation that makes his Taekwondo and kickboxing even more lethal. It's the cement that binds all his skills into a coherent, devastating system. Wing Chun. Wing Chun is the Chinese martial art behind Dolor's legendary hand speed. Specialized in close-range combat, Wing Chun prioritizes extreme speed chain punches and absolute control of the center line. It was also the foundational art of Bruce Lee before he created Jeet Kune Do. In Dolor, this discipline manifests as almost unnatural speed. He can unleash multiple punches in seconds, all aimed at penetrating the guard and breaking defenses. In close combat, his hands become a blur, striking face and torso in sequences that seem impossible to block. Training with the wooden dummy sharpened a surgical level of precision. Every strike finds its target. The most terrifying part comes when that speed is combined with the power of his kickboxing. Dolor dominates every range: long range with Taekwondo, mid-range with kickboxing, and close range with Wing Chun. There is no safe distance against this opponent. Jeet Kune Do is not just a style, it's how Dolor understands combat. There are no rigid rules and no mandatory movements. Everything is based on adaptation, efficiency, and survival. This system was created by Bruce Lee, Marko Zaror's childhood idol, and its philosophy deeply shapes how the character was built. Dolor doesn't fight by following a manual. He fights by solving problems in real time. Marko Zaror adopts this mindset to turn Dolor into a direct, unpredictable, and brutal fighter. If something works, he repeats it. If it doesn't, he discards it without hesitation. In combat, Jeet Kune Do is reflected in how Dolor blends styles without thinking about labels. He kicks, strikes, pushes, or closes distance as the moment demands. Sometimes he fights to show off, but what matters most to him is fighting to be superior at all times. This philosophy is what makes Dolor so dangerous. The opponent never knows what's coming next, because Dolor doesn't follow fixed patterns. He attacks where there's an opening and applies pressure the moment he detects weakness. Jeet Kune Do ties his entire arsenal together. It's the idea that connects technique with intent and movement with result. Mixed martial arts. MMA completes Dolor's arsenal, turning him into a total fighter capable of dominating any kind of confrontation. MMA brings together the best of striking, clinch fighting, wrestling, and submission techniques into a single, integrated system. This combination allows adaptation to any situation: striking exchanges, takedowns, ground control, or direct finishes. His effectiveness in MMA isn't based solely on strength, but on absolute control of the fight's rhythm. Dolor knows when to press, when to punish, and when to finish. Every movement is calculated to reduce the opponent's escape options. In the Spets prison competition, there are no rules, and Dolor uses his mastery of MMA to exploit any weakness. He can attack vulnerable areas, control opponents from seemingly impossible positions, and maintain constant pressure that eventually breaks their resistance. What's most terrifying is that Dolor fights without compassion. If he needs to punish relentlessly, he does. If he needs to use the environment of the ring to gain an advantage, he does so without hesitation. MMA, taken to the extreme, turns him into the perfect villain: complete, efficient, and devastating. Judo. Dolor masters the Japanese art of using an opponent's weight and momentum against them. Judo emphasizes explosive throws, ground techniques with pins and joint locks, and the principle of maximum efficiency with minimum effort. Judokas learn how to break balance, enter perfectly, and execute throws with precise timing. Dolor turns throws into death sentences. When he catches an opponent, what follows isn't a technical takedown. It's an impact that makes the canvas crack. His throws carry the added power of his size and strength, sending bodies crashing down with violence that leaves rivals stunned and vulnerable. What's most dangerous is how Dolor uses judo tactically. He throws an opponent to create distance, then destroys them with kicks as they get back up. Judo gives him total control of the fight. If you stay standing, he kicks you. If you try to clinch, he throws you. If it goes to the ground, he follows and finishes. There is no escape from Dolor's judo. Dolor's unique style. His philosophy includes unexpected speed for his size, executing techniques giants shouldn't be able to perform, power magnified by his mass, with every punch and kick multiplied by his weight, acrobatics that defy physical logic, and absolute arrogance, fully aware of his superiority and constantly proving that no one is on his level. His signature style combines fluid kick sequences, strikes, unpredictable acrobatics, the use of his superior reach to keep opponents outside their optimal distance, seamless transitions between long-range combat, close clinching, and throws, plus the use of substances that eliminate pain and fatigue, turning him into an unstoppable machine. Isaac Florentine and Larnell Stovall designed Dolor specifically to be the most intimidating villain possible. Marko Zaror brought all of that to life through years of real training. Marko Zaror, with martial preparation since the age of 6, wasn't acting, he was showcasing decades of dedication to martial arts. His commitment and authentic skills created the most memorable villain in Undisputed 3. Dolor isn't just a villain. He's a warning of what happens when natural talent, obsessive training, and a complete absence of morality come together. His fight with Boyka was extremely difficult and pushed him to the limit and beyond. Because Boyka is, without question, the most complete fighter in the history of action cinema. Every punch, every fall, and every second of the fight tested his body, his mind, and his faith, forcing him to surpass himself like never before. If you want to see the full analysis of Boyka's lethal martial skills, I've left you a video where I explain every discipline he masters. And if you made it this far, don't forget to leave your valuable like and support the channel by subscribing. I'll see you in that video where the action and adrenaline never stop.